Siti Nurbaya. The legend of the folklore tells of the unrelenting love between a pair of people that leads to forced marriage. The name Shamsul Bahri, besides having a handsome face, also comes from the descendants of a prominent person. His father was a respected penghulu, namely Sultan Mahmud. The girl named Siti Nurbaya has a beautiful face, has long hair, and is covered with headscarf so that it adds to her elegance and manner as a child of Siti Sulaiman. Siti and Shamsul's love relationship is very much approved by their parents who still have a kinship. One day, on a calm afternoon, these two lovebirds were enjoying a beautiful day together. They walked together in the park in the middle of the village.
Siti, I have something for you.
What's that, Uda? I'm being curious.
There is for you.
Wow, it's so romantic, Uda.
Siti, I love you very much.
I love you too, Uda.
Siti, there's something I want to talk to you.
What's that? It seems serious.
Actually, I have to continue my school in Jakarta.
What? So, you will continue your school in Jakarta and leave me alone, Uda?
But I'm sorry, Siti. It's also for us.
You say for us? Maybe just for you, Uda.
Siti, listen to me. I promise to you, I will marry you soon after my school is over. I promise.
Alright, you can go, but with one condition.
What the condition?
You should always send me letters so that I know how are you there.
Okay, I promise.
After Samsul Bahri's departure, Siti Nurbaya spent her days helping her mother in business. Her mother's business is getting more and more successful. His mother's success made a wealthy but miserly merchant named Datuk Maringgi jealous. He also made a plan to destroy Siti Nurbaya's mother's business.
I'm actually not happy to see Siti Sulaiman business. More and more, her business is getting growth. I want her business is destroyed.
What is your plan, sir?
You go to her shop tomorrow morning. Burn all the shop. Don't you dare leave before it all vanish. I want her begging to me.
Okay, sir. I will do it, sir.
The next day, early in the morning, while everyone were asleep, the bodyguard set fire to Siti Sulaiman's shop. Siti Sulaiman's entire wealth also disappeared along with disappearance of her shop. She also fell into poorness. Then Siti Sulaiman, who had absolutely no prejudice about who had the heart to burn down her shop, wanted to borrow funds from Datuk Maringgi to rebuild the business. Of course, Datuk Maringgi is very satisfied that Siti Sulaiman has fallen into the hole he made. 3 months later, Datuk Maringgi came to Siti Sulaiman's house to collect her debt which is in due. Siti Sulaiman, who is poor now, her business is now destroyed plus unpaid debts. The interest that Datuk Maringgi proposed was very high and she couldn't afford it.
Oh, Sulaiman, pay off your debt now. Datuk, please sit down.
But Datuk, I don't have money at this time.
I don't care. All I want is my money.
This is all I have, Datuk.
What is this? This can't even pay off my guards. Guards, confiscate this house.
Please don't. That's all we have, Datuk. Please don't. Please don't take it.
Mom, what happened?
Wow, what is your name, sweet girl?
I'm Siti Nurbaya.
Beautiful name, as the beautiful as the person. You didn't say if you have a beautiful child like her. I will consider your debt paid off as long as your daughter, Siti Nurbaya, becomes my wife. Don't you pervert! I will not sell my daughter. Shut up, old man. How you dare talk to me like that?
Dad, how dare you, Datuk Maringgi?
Don't be angry, sweetie. Don't you tease my daughter. What? So you rather this house confiscated or Siti Nurbaya have to marry me?
How cruel you are.
I don't want my daughter to marry you. Well, the choice is yours. The house will be mine or Siti Nurbaya marry me.
You're really a heartless human.
We have no other choice, Mom. I don't want this house to be confiscated. Alright, I agree to marry you.
It is true, Siti, that you married to someone else.
I love you, Uda. I really didn't mean to do all of this. I had to, otherwise the only house that I have will be confiscated.
Okay. I promise we will find a way out.
Thank you, Uda. By the way, how is your school in Jakarta?
I really miss you. It's very boring without you.
Really? So do I.
They seem very happy together, letting go of longing after a long time not seeing each other. However, their happiness didn't last long. Datuk Maringgi caught them both. He was very angry to see the two of them so close.
Siti, come here, you insolent and shameless wife.
Don't hurt her.
How dare you?
Stop! Please.
Siti Nurbaya kept screaming for help, but the atmosphere in the village was very quiet that afternoon and no one came. Then Siti Sulaiman, who was sick, approached her. Unfortunately, Siti Sulaiman fell because she couldn't run to her child. Death finally took the life of Siti Sulaiman. Siti Nurbaya's suffering was repeated. After his mother left her for good, she was also expelled by her husband, Datuk Maringgi.
Get out of here, you shameless.
Datuk, I'm sorry. I really didn't anything with Samsul Bahari.
I don't care. From now on, we're not husband and wife anymore.
Datuk, you divorcing me?
Yes, go away.
With a very broken feeling, she left the house. Everyone in her village accused him of violating the adat. She finally tried to find a place to take shelter, which is at the house of her aunt Aminah. While Shamsul Bahri was also expelled by his father for making his father angry, he returned to Jakarta. At her aunt's house, Siti Nurbaya then begged her aunt to let her go to Jakarta after Shamsul Bahri. Meanwhile, Datuk Maringgi, who regretted letting Siti Nurbaya go, immediately devised a plan to get her back. But after Knowing that Siti Nurbaya went to Jakarta to follow Syamsul Bahri, he changed his plan to kill Siti Nurbaya with poisonous lemang. He also ordered his guards to take the lemang to Siti Nurbaya. The news of the death of Siti Nurbaya finally reached Syamsul Bahri's ears. Hearing the news, he was very desperate and wanted to commit suicide. Fortunately, Syamsul got up, he continued his life and joined the army and became a lieutenant. One day, he was assigned to Padang because of a massive rebellion led by Datuk Maringgi. Syamsul, who still holds a grudge against Datuk Maringgi, finally get a chance to avenge him. His anger was unbearable, remembering his loved one who has died due to the heinous deeds of Datuk Maringgi.
Maringgi, long time no see. How is it after life? You were happy? You kill her. You take my love.
Oh, Samsul, look at you now. Uniform, guns. Let's see, who's the strongest among us?
Shut the fuck up. I can pull the trigger right now.
The fight was fierce between Datuk Maringgi and Syamsul Bahri. Syamsul Bahri was hit by Datuk Maringgi's sword, but he was still able to grab the trigger of his gun and managed to hit Datuk Maringgi right in the chest. Datuk Maringgi also died shortly. Syamsul also breathed his last.
This is the final story of the legend of unfinished love. Syamsul Bahri was buried in Padang near the grave of his lover, Siti Nurbaya.